Yo, what's up, Pumptown and friends? Welcome back to another update. So, looks like we got some shenanigans here today. It wasn't exactly a cakewalk, I'll tell you that right now. It was kind of annoying. And if you found it a little bit rough today, you're probably not alone. There's even a lot of really skilled traders out there that are having a little bit of a rough time, and that comes with the territory of a premium market and working in this major buy side liquidity pool that we're in and reaching into. So my main focus for June has been this inefficiency right here. So I've had a bullish bias, meaning that I'd like to be catching down closed candles. So any bearish repricing or bearish rallies, I'm looking to buy those in anticipation that price will make a higher high in the trend. So the levels given to you guys last night were this candle here. I was looking for some sensitivity. That was also 30% retracement of this larger range candle here. The compression candle, you painted the idea that we were going to get an expansion up into our premium price point, and it's right after I shut the live down, we started ripping into my price targets. So that was annoying. So we're going to go over that together real quick, and we'll do it in a 15-minute chart. So right away, I'm plotting the open of the day. So for us, that's midnight EST. My update was before midnight, and we had previous day high on our chart, so it would have been here. And then after hours, right after my update, we literally made a bullish order block here and just started ripping. And that was that price point given to you just prior to this run up. So that was kind of whatever. But one of the main takeaways is that the premium array in which I seek to exit my long position, it keeps making resistance ideas just below it. So more shorts are piling into this idea that this gap has to hold resistance, and I'm under the impression that it's going to flip the bejesus out of it. Wabam! Obviously, we do have relative equal lows. CPI can dump us right there, and then we can go right back up like nothing ever happened. Tomorrow, be on high alert. We're looking for a decent Judas, an obvious one, and we're looking for our model. So here's kind of how it went down today. Midnight EST, just immediately in the kill zone. 1 to 5 a.m. comes slapping for liquidity and that specific price point given to you in and around here. Creates our model in here, comes down. Now, this is beauty because like 5 to 7 a.m. practically did nothing, and I love it. Love, 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 love it. An absolute nothing burger for London lunch. So I'm kind of like, so yeah, sure, we did make, quite a run here in London, but you know how like yesterday was the low of the day in London, and then we caught that dip, or I caught that dip, many of us did, and then exited, right? Same thing, low of the day in London, catch a dip and rip up. Oh, it repeats, it does. So this morning for opening bell, I was long off of this little dipsky poo right here. And I had taken a piece and moved my stop up to entry. And I took a screenshot because I was recording. I was in this thing for like 2 hours. And so it ran my stop here. And as it came and dapped that price point again just before the lunch hour, because New York AM session was garbage. As it comes running down here, I turtle soup long that price point there. And if you go into the recording, you'll see that bullish order block is my entry. And then I was laddering or pyramid entry about 4 contracts, and then started laddering off up and in toward the premium market. So that was great. So I had to try twice to catch my model, which is great, and then just shut it down. And this afternoon, it wasn't really obvious. It looked like it was going to start running for these equal lows, and then made our order block and just started blasting for that high. So that was funny. So now we have like trust me bro resistance going on here, where the lot of retail will say, oh, it can never come up here. Look at all the resistance. And they'll grab this phantom trend line here. And they'll be like, oh yeah, look it. Trust me, bro. Put your stops here. And then we're likely going there. Because everybody that was calling it over, they can't let go of the idea. So that's pretty much what's going on here. So that was my day. 2 very, very solid profitable days in a row. If I shut it down here, I not only clock in a positive P&L for the week, I clock in 100% win rate for the week. So that's pretty cool. Like winning days. That wasn't even a lost trade. So voila. 100% win rate for the week. Should I clock it in? It feels like I should. However, this is my condition though. If we get into this sell side pool liquidity for CPI, then I might entertain a position. But that's the condition. I would really like this. Now, I'm not, just like Sam was doing today on his live, he is just murdering these charts lately. And we did quite well in here. And so think about how many, that was my world record, personal world record here for how many ticks harvested in a day. And we've been just walking and bullying these candles all the way up into this premium. So like, do I really need that extra little squeeze out of there? I'd just say target acquired by now, right? It's all just about there. But, so that's kind of the deal here. We got trust me bro resistance. We got relative equal lows down in here. So tomorrow, this is an idiot box. It really is. So if we can leave that alone and come down here, I'd entertain a trade back up into here. Okay. I don't see that happening. What I do see happening is that's what I see happening. It's just like it's kind of in turbo mode. I gave it its opportunity to want to reprice lower. Like I really did. At the beginning of the week, I wanted to see it go down first, and it didn't. It just keeps going up. So it keeps using that daily down close candle as an order block. And it wants to reach for something. So, we've now closed above this inefficiency here. That special little guy right there that we had on our charts, I think, like Sunday. But yeah, like, my gosh. So, oh my gosh. Wow, is that hot. First place, and like I said, I'm pretty much done for the week. but for you guys, just levels to keep your eye out for would be $21,914 and a quarter. Have that level on your chart, because if we cannot touch that candle's wick, and if we can, look, we don't have to move violently for CPI. We could do the exact opposite, is move violently and chop you all to death violently, like ruthlessly and without mercy. Okay. If that happens and we don't take that candle's high, then we could have a fair value gap in here, right there, as we've now poked through that there, right? So we got a trend continuation with a fair value gap. So much like this, how we got a swing high here, taken out here, and it left a fair value gap. So our trend is continuing, taking that swing high. So we permit some garbage in here. Just look, I want you guys to work on your one and done scenarios, targeting your low-hanging fruit and leaving runners. That should be your main goal to be able to capitalize on a daily range. You know, like just trying to catch, you know, where your low is, and then, or where you see your model just somewhere below the open, wink, wink, and then holding for the end of the day. Who cares what price does from your entry to the exit? Just let the candle do the heavy lifting. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.